Welcome back, everyone, to episode 114. I forgot. I just checked.
Just checked
I
it.
think it's 114. Welcome back, everyone, to episode of 114 of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy Crest. Alongside me, my co-host, Ryan Fran. And today we're here to talk about Martin Scorsese's new film, Killers of the Flower Moon. And if we sound weird, the mics are kind of acting up a little bit today. It sounds okay on my end, but Ryan's end says it sounds a little muffled.
If it sucks, my bad.
If it sucks, we always suck.
Yeah.
But if we see, I'm sorry. Do you want to go first? I'm just gonna add something.
You got it.
If we sound a little bit down the dumps today, it is because the Phillies were just eliminated from the postseason yesterday, and it was very saddening. Leave that's good.
Raising my mood. I like it. Yeah.
So if we sound a little bit off, just because we're a little upset about that, because it was the Phillies should have won the series. It just
Yeah.
They didn't play well.
All due respect to the Diamondbacks, you were the better team, better pitching all the way through. Bats came alive. I can't blame it. I like the Diamondbacks. I like all the players, except you see Alec Thomas put a flag down. I kind of want that man to tear his ACL, but it's fine. What did you say?
People went.
Yeah, no, you know what?
They're like,
he can go into concussion protocol or something. But everybody else, I love. Corbin Carroll's a dog. But
Ketel Marte is a dog.
Ketel Marte, I hope he breaks Jeter's record. He's only one game behind.
I like Ketel Marte. I like switch hitters in baseball. It's not many of them.
Yeah. Can't blame.
They got two of them.
Yeah, Perdomo too. Yeah.
That dude is a pain in our sides.
Yeah. Yeah. No hate to the Diamondbacks besides Alec Thomas. I hate you, but
guess what? We still made further than anyone else in the NL East.
That is true.
Fuck the Braves.
Yeah, we beat the Braves. That's our World Series. That's all I care about.
Are you blocking your son from you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same mine's around my lip.
Now we're pretty good. Here. You're welcome.
Yeah, just there.
That's good enough.
I'm out of the sun now.
Yeah. But hold on, before we get into the movie, let's.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it the ladybug?
Oh, there it goes. Oh.
Can't tell this episode is not going to be very good.
Oh.
We've already lost concentration.
And we got a 3.5-hour movie to talk about. This is going to be rough. Oh. But what are your predictions? Just before those series starts, World Series predictions. Yeah.
Rangers in 5.
Rangers in 5.
I have a feeling the Diamondbacks use like all their gas.
Yeah, I think so too.
But 7 games for them was rough.
They are just hot though, and if they can stay hot, but the Rangers
are pretty hot right now too. They just beat up on the former World Series champs 11-4.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how both World Series teams made it to the CS again and lost
and got eliminated in Game 7 their home stadium.
It's rough. It's rough.
They always lose their first ever Game 7.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? It was the first ever Game 7 in Phillies history.
Yeah. Team started in 1883. Never had a Game 7.
That's nuts.
It's pretty crazy.
I think Adolis Garcia is going to win MVP, too. World Series MVP.
Nah, my boy Jonah Heim's got that. He's going to step up.
We both just keep staring at this ladybug. But, besides the Phillies, me and Ryan have been, as you guys know, we were watching all the Conjuring movies. We took a little bit of a break from that, but we'll be back at it tonight. We'll get back into it because we're going to get that episode out for Halloween. And, what's tonight? The Conjuring 1.
Yeah, we got Conjuring and then Annabelle 2.
3.
Annabelle that's the one. And, well, isn't it like second chronologically? I don't know, man.
No, it's the last one.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Creation 1, 2.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, we got Conjuring, Annabelle Comes Home, Conjuring 2, La Llorona. That's then Conjuring 3.
Oh, Conjuring 3. Damn it. Yeah. I forgot about that again. We got 2 good ones, but the Conjurings.
Mm-hmm.
I like Annabelle 3. I know it's kind of a hot take, but I think
You mean Conjuring 3?
No, I've never.
Oh, you like Annabelle 3?
I like Annabelle Comes
Fair
Home.
Enough.
I saw that at the midnight showing of it when that came out. I like Conjuring 3 too. From what I remember, I did not like La Llorona. I think it came out in 2015.
I'm pumped for that one.
Why?
I just can't wait to watch a really bad movie.
The only connection, I'm pretty sure the priest from Annabelle, the guy gets flung.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's in La Llorona.
Gotcha.
But it makes no sense. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's for a different episode. Today, we're here to talk about Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese's newest 1920s Western epic. And, it debuted at number 2 at the box office. Got beat out by the Eras Tour. Made $23 million.
Has that movie made a bill yet?
It's got to get. It's got to be
It's got to be
somewhere
close. Like,
I think, but
it's insane.
I have a thought process on why the box office didn't do great
Mm.
this past weekend.
It's 3.5 hours long.
No, I meant like in total, all movies.
Okay.
I think it's because Spider-Man 2 came out. Because I think all the film, I feel like Film Bros loves Spider-Man, the video game.
That's true.
And I can say, without a doubt in my mind, Spider-Man 2 is better than the first game.
Okay.
Like, it took a little bit for me to get, like, invested. Oh. I'm 55% of the way through.
Damn.
Like, 100%ing it.
Yeah.
My God. It is fantastic.
Nice.
I almost cried. It was so sad. There's some plot twists in that. I was on FaceTime with two guys, Ian and Sean. I was playing Warzone, getting ready to play Warzone with them. And one of the twists happened. I just want to finish a cutscene. And I later screamed, "What the fuck happened?" And so, yeah, I'm very excited. I've been pushing off the main story, though, because I know, when you get to a certain point, you can change characters.
Yeah.
Like in any kind of video game, know you're going to. I can't change to Miles right now.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck. So I'm just doing all like the app. That, like, just helps around. I'm just doing I just went and found a grandpa that was lost.
Really?
Yeah. Sat down, talked about love with him for like 10 minutes.
Oh, I have seen that little
It was
clip.
it was so nice. But yeah, great game. I recommend everyone buy it if you have a PS5 because no broke boys in chat. Sorry.
Birthday boy.
It was my birthday present. But no, yeah, I think that had effect on it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good point. I mean,
like a lot of film people were like,
yeah,
this is a epic.
Yeah, we're sitting down just putting 18 hours into this real fast.
I gotta check out. I think I'm at 16. So I've put some time into that game right now.
Yeah,
but
you're having a good time though.
I'm having a blast. It was nice after the game yesterday. I played that for like 10 minutes, put on the Poughkeepsie tapes, regretted my decision for an hour and 20 minutes, and then played like 20 minutes of Spider-Man to feel better.
Yeah.
And I went to bed.
I hopped back on Spider-Man 1 on PC for a little bit. Just felt so sad. I hopped on a new game plus. I was like, this just isn't.
Oh.
At least I get to play it on an Xbox controller though. It's so much better. I hate that PS5 controller.
Oh, I love the PS5.
It's so big and clunky. It's so annoying to use. I miss the Xbox One controller.
I like the PS5. It fits in my hand better.
Just even disagreement.
No, it's fair. It's a fair one.
It's fair.
Nothing against that.
It is funny how I play Spider-Man on a PC with an Xbox controller.
Yeah, you're
fuck PlayStation.
I love PlayStation. I really love my PS5.
Never had a PlayStation.
Really?
I was always Xbox 360. Well, Wii, and then Xbox 360, Xbox One.
PC.
Yeah. Throw a DSi in there too.
What's a DSi?
Remember the DS? DSi had the camera on it. Yeah.
Never had it.
Yeah.
I never had DS.
I had really.
Because I went PS1, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS5.
Gotcha.
So I've gotten all the PS. I was going PlayStation, Xbox, back to the. I picked whatever's the better console at the time.
Yeah.
PlayStation had a rough couple years with the 3, and then the 4 had all the issues, and then the 5, everyone was like, "Whew."
4 was still better than Xbox One though.
Think?
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, it definitely,
especially like games. Just games alone, but also quality of, because it had its problems too, but so did Xbox.
I like PlayStation Online membership more. It's like, how like on Xbox the free games you get are like always kind of like crappy games.
Yeah,
you get some high quality shit on PlayStation. Both
really?
Last of Us. I got both Spider-Mans leading up to it. I got Ghost of Tsushima. Like all these games were free. I paid $110 for the year, and it gives me like online and all these games. It's dope. I love it. And Xbox
can't play Starfield,
like $130 for the. I don't give a shit. Starfield. I had no interest in playing Starfield, even if I had Xbox.
Yeah, I had a lot of interest, and then I got down to it, and I was like, I don't have 36 hours I can put into this game. I'm just not gonna get it.
Is that how long it is?
Well, it's like Skyrim. Like it's like a role playing game. So it's just.
I didn't know that.
A long time. I mean, sure, if you played like straight through the story, it'd be like a couple days probably. I mean, it's long as shit.
Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah.
Didn't you beat Red Dead?
Yeah.
That's 64, isn't it?
There's no way it's that long. Maybe to 100% it,
I think
not
it's
to get through the story. Yeah. No, I'm sure if you played Starfield to like 100%, it'd be like. I mean, this is a total guess out of my ass, but 100 something hours.
We could definitely just look this up and it would tell.
Definitely. I got it. No, you keep talking.
Oh. Um. Um. Uh. Um. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a review of Spider-Man 2. Hopefully, Ryan can. I told Ryan he can come to my house when I'm gone this weekend and play it at my house.
Okay, so main story for Starfield, about 21 hours. Main story plus side quest, 67 hours. Completionist, 153 hours.
Holy God! Look at Red Dead's now. I just want to know.
Okay.
So yeah, if Ryan doesn't play, it's his fault. I said he could go into my house and play it. He knows my passcode on my PlayStation as well.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought he did.
No.
It's the same thing as most of my passwords. I'm not gonna say it on here, but
Could. But...
no.
All right. So how do I do? Am I just knocking up like, hey, Mrs. Cresta, can I just
Oh no,
come?
I'll tell my mom when I'm leaving.
All right, fair enough.
Like, hey, I'm leaving Friday.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Saturday morning.
Okay.
And I don't come in on Monday. So you have the couple days. Oh, my mom would not care.
No.
You're like
All right.
my cousin.
Red Dead focusing on main objectives is about 50 hours in length. All right, fair enough.
I told you.
But if you're a gamer that strives to see all aspects of the game, you're likely to spend 181 hours to obtain 100% completion.
How many hours do you think you have on Red Dead?
Too many.
Too many?
I just deleted the Xbox app like 2 days ago
Oh,
too.
where you can check your. Oh,
Yeah.
I can check that right now on my PS app.
Hmm.
Let me pull that up. I know you guys want us to talk about Killers of the Flower Moon. We'll get there.
All right,
we have
Killers
a long
of the Flower Moon. What can I say about this movie? It was genuinely fantastic. I loved everything about. Whoa.
I have 17 hours on Spider-Man.
Damn.
And I am 55 of the way, and I am trying.
Yeah.
Dude, you remember that video I showed you of the guy with the controller through his TV?
Mhm.
I almost did it.
Have you seen all the like Phillies fans breaking their TVs?
I thought about it.
I was watching them with the projector at Puff's house, and as soon as the ball popped up, I unplugged it and I was like, we're not watching it.
You didn't watch the final out?
I still haven't seen the final out.
It's
not
the
going to-
same thing
it's-
as the World Series.
It's my Kawhi shot. I don't care.
I've never seen
Yeah.
the Kawhi shot,
Yeah.
and I will never watch
And
it.
I was watching with Andy. He's like, dude, what are you doing? We gotta watch it at least. I'm like, if I watch this, I will show you the Kawhi shot every single time I see you for the rest of your life. And he was like, all right, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. So back to Killers of the Flower Moon.
I thought it was really, really good. I liked all the performances. I think me and you both agreed that our favorite performance, because it was the one. It may not have been the best performance. I still think it was the best performance. But if you want to say like Leo or Lily Gladstone, that's totally fine because they were both excellent.
Brendan Fraser.
Well, we can talk about that later. Me and you both agreed on the ride home that we thought De Niro was maybe not even the best performance, but the most surprising one, because I was going into it thinking like he'd just be, De Niro, like old De Niro. He doesn't put on a voice. He just says the lines, and it still sounds pretty good because he's Robert De Niro, but he's not really trying super hard. This is the first movie I've seen from him in a while where he was genuinely trying, it felt like.
I think it's his best performance since Heat.
Yeah, I mean it's up there. It was really, really good. Just the subtlety of it, how every time he would like do something wicked and then be like, I said it was like an abusive boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like he does something horrible and he's like, no, come pray with me. You're good, bud. Like you're my nephew. I love you. Like he's such a wicked dude. And I think like even just that first scene when they just sit down in the living room and just talk for like 5 minutes, I could watch that like 10 times
Watch
in a row.
that scene for 10 hours.
It was just so good. I don't know. It was such a subtle performance that was just so good because it just felt like I was watching it. I wasn't like, oh, this is the guy from fucking Godfather and shit. Like I wasn't watching it like that. I was like, this is whatever his name is. Like it didn't feel like Robert De Niro.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a very, very good performance to me.
I thought it was a really good performance too. Like right out the gate, I think the performances were incredible. Like I thought Leo was incredible. Leo's good in every movie. The guy will never turn in a bad performance.
Absolutely.
Well, on the other hand, Robert De Niro, the older he gets, he does turn in some stinkers. Like some of the movies he decides to do are just not good.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Pacino too. Like he's just
they just they kind of just took whatever roles they could get because they're not going to get the leading man roles anymore.
Yeah.
They're going to get Jack in jail.
You're gonna get Dunkachino, baby.
Oh God, man! Talk about we should review that one day. Just
That'd be
watch
funny.
Jack in jail.
Do like a watch
I've never
along.
seen it.
I know I've seen it when I was younger, but not.
Never watched.
I don't
it.
even know all the way through. Just seen parts.
You know what movie I used to watch? I'm getting off topic again.
No, what movie?
movie that I thought was like the greatest thing.
Uh-huh.
Simpsons movie. I love that movie, and I wasn't allowed to watch it in my house. So I always watched it at the Glenn's because my mom wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons until I was like 16.
I never watched The Simpsons when I was a kid.
Simpsons is funny. It's not as good as Family Guy.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. Simpsons is not as good as Family Guy.
Well, it's also Simpsons is meant to be like a kid show with some adult stuff. Family Guy is just an adult show.
Yeah, but it's like compared a lot.
Yeah, I guess like animation wise, yeah, but
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
Like, I think Family Guy is just a lot better of a show. I like all the characters. Like Stewie's one of my favorite TV show characters ever.
Yeah,
I love that man. But back to this. Robert De Niro was incredible. Just how he can make that smug De Niro face that we all know, and it's just terrifying every time. He's one of the greatest actors of all time. And I think Leo is also in that category. So when both those guys are in your movie, you know it's going to be a banger. And Lily Gladstone, I think her performance kind of gets pushed aside because of the the two male leads in De Niro and Leo. But I think her performance was stronger than Leo's, in my opinion. I loved her in the role. It's a much different kind of performance. It's much more monotone across the board. While Leo has those moments where he gets a little loud, a little more Oscar bait.
Yeah.
But I think Lily Gladstone has a chance to win for best. I guess I don't know if she'd be supporting or
no,
lead.
I think she'd be lead because she was the only.
I think she deserves to be lead.
Yeah, because she was the only like female character in the show.
It's gonna be hard though.
Movie.
You still gotta go
really
because Robbie's gonna get nominated for Barbie.
Huh?
Margot Robbie?
Oh yeah.
She's getting nominated. If Ryan Gosling does not get nominated and win,
that's what I thought you meant. I thought you meant to say Ryan Gosling. You said Robbie. I was like,
yeah, Margot Robbie.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my bad.
Makes sense.
But I don't think the movie is as good as Ryan thought it was. I think it's very good. I don't think it's great. I think it's still in like mid tier of Scorsese films. I don't think it's as great as like my favorite Scorsese film, and I don't think it's in the top. I don't think it's in my top 3 movies of the year. That doesn't take away that the movie isn't very good. It's not like I'm giving like a 70 or something. It's still like a mid-high 80. It's just, I don't know. I didn't have as much enjoyment. The movie's it's a very well-made movie. It's very old school cinema and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I just didn't enjoy it as much. But that doesn't mean it's not a very good movie, and I can't see why other people think it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Just not in my opinion.
I think if you're going into this expecting like Goodfellas, like big time shootout, like maybe not like Goodfellas doesn't have like a ton of shootouts and stuff, but Goodfellas has like when somebody gets shot, the music goes up, the camera zooms in, like it's an event.
Yeah,
somebody gets shot in this movie, it's just, and then they walk away and don't say a word. It's very real. It's very mature. Like he has grown. Scorsese has grown up past like Goodfellas and those mobster movies where it's all like action based. This one is less about the action, less about the murders themselves, and more about the investigation and the buildup of it. Like you'll have 20-30 minutes of buildup, like as in setting up who's going to do the killing, where they're going to do it, how they're going to hide the body, all that stuff. And then the killing itself is a 2, maybe 3 minute scene, and then it's done.
Sometimes not even that.
Yeah.
Sometimes late like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I think for me it worked really, really well because this is this is a true story, and it's one that Scorsese was very passionate about telling. And I think showing it in this light, not, more so dramatizing it than making it like an action thing, is just super respectful to the story itself and to the Osage people. So I thought it was really cool because it's a story. I mean, he says it he does a little like Tom Cruise, thanks for coming before the movie starts.
I love those things.
I do kind of like it. It's nice. But yeah, he's like, this is just a story that I've wanted to tell for a long time. It's very near and dear to my heart. And you could tell, like, he takes it very, very seriously. He doesn't ham anything up, makes it very realistic. And I think it's very respectful to the people involved. So I was really happy with it. And I think definitely if you're going into this expecting that classic Scorsese mobster movie, you're going to be disappointed. You need to go into this seeing it as a historical movie, a story about a true story about greed and how terrible and wicked people can be. And when you watch it like that, it's really good.
Rich white people, they're assholes.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. No, it is like, it's just
it's mature.
Historical. epic. Like,
Yeah.
and not in the way that people think I mean by epic. It's not like action packed like what you're saying.
Mhm.
But the violence that he's moved more into, especially with The Irishman, as much as that movie's not for me, the violence in that movie is just like this. It's very quick.
Yep.
And it's realistic and it's how it's actually. It's not these epic gunfire like
It's just nobody.
firefights.
It's a job. Nobody gives a shit. Just boom, walk away. They don't say a word.
The one
It's
dude they
just
get
over.
the oil mill in this movie in the white suit. Oh my god, what's his name?
I don't remember.
I think it's like Silver something or something.
Yeah.
He got capped. I mean, it's like 2 seconds. It's like just come here, Mr. Sosa. Dude takes a step back and shoots him in the back of the head. And it's over.
Mhm.
Then they whoop that dude's ass. He goes to Washington. I mean, to kill him, but they whoop his ass too.
Yeah.
But the guy who gets beat. Yeah, that was rough. There was a lot of rough scenes in this. It's not a happy movie.
Mhm.
This movie's not happy. Like you're gonna be watching and just feel guilty. Like it's horrible. Like I felt so bad.
Yeah, no, it's not a good movie. It's a movie about greed and classic America. I wonder if DiCaprio is gonna put this in his little like, you know, he always said he did the like American Greed trilogy in his
it's
own things.
Wolf,
It's Wolf of Wall
Gatsby.
Street, Gatsby, and then Django.
Oh, Django.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna include this.
Yeah, that goes in there.
Somewhat. It's like in between. Yeah, it'd be
In between Django.
Django and Gatsby.
Yeah. Oh no, Gatsby's is the 20s, isn't it?
Is it? I never saw it. I don't know.
Really?
I just saw like
OG Gatsby's better.
yeah, because this it's all CGI, isn't it?
Baz
Everything's
Luhrmann.
screen.
Big factor in why I don't like Baz. I do like Baz Luhrmann. He seems like a great guy. I just don't like his movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is. I mean, Scorsese, so it's not a bad movie. The dude doesn't make bad films. But
I thought it was gorgeous too. Like the cinematography, it's so simple. It's not like huge sweeping shots over the landscape like you'd think it'd be. It's just simple. Get everything you need in frame. Sometimes the camera will just hold for an extra second on something. It just makes it that more impactful. I just thought it was really, really well made. And I thought Scorsese did a fantastic job. Everybody who worked on it, every actor. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but it was just fantastic. There's not a lot to talk about. We say this every time.
it's so hard to do good movies.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about the good things in good movies because when you watch a good movie, the bad things stick out to you more. When you watch a bad movie, the good things stick out to you more. When you see a really good movie, there's not many bad things that stick out, so it's hard to talk about it.
Batman was easy. It's like a superhero movie, so many things. It's Batman, so there's so much stuff you can look back on.
Yeah.
But Rodrigo Pietro, that's how you say it, this cinematographer. Man is having an epic 2023. He did this and Barbie.
Really?
And why it's so amazing is the fact that these are drastically different color palettes, different styles of filmmaking, different directors, of course, and totally just different movies.
Yeah.
With different camera angle, everything. So the fact that he made two that are both beautifully shot in such different ways, I think it's just amazing. So I hope he gets nominated for both somehow. I just hope it's like Rodrigo Pietro against Rodrigo Pietro, and then whoever else we get this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he killed it because I think Barbie looks great. I love the bright colors, it's very vibrant. While this is much more dull in the Midwest and all that. But like the shots of the oil when they're all dancing in the oil look so cool. Some of the slow-mo looked really good. As much as I'm not a fan of that. I liked a lot of the wide shots showing all the oil mills and the houses. And just the way that I liked the way they did blood in this. They didn't make it over the top, but they made it realistic enough.
Yeah.
And it didn't have that like weird vibrant red people like to do. And me and you talked about it's not too thick, where it kind of looks like jelly more, or where it's too much like water.
Yeah.
Because you can mess up blood, and we've talked about in other movies that do mess it up. But yeah, this movie, it's a masterclass in how to make a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie, it's probably, if I'm looking at strictly like how it's made, it's probably like a 90 something, like just of how it's made.
Yeah.
It's just my enjoyment level in it. That doesn't take away from this movie. It's going to get nominated for Best Picture. It's going to be a critical darling. And, but
what did you not like about it?
I have no idea because I walked out of it really, like I was like, that is a really good movie. I was like, but to me, like I was thinking about it, like my score comparing it to other movies this year, because that's like an easy way for me to score because I don't want to give someone too high and then like, oh, but I gave this, which sometimes back kind of fucks you up when you're thinking. But so I was like, okay, I wouldn't go see this again in theaters. It's like, so right away, it doesn't have the rewatchability for me. but it doesn't take away that the movie's like I think it's better than Dune. Dune's more fun, but this I think is a better made movie. But I don't think it's as good as Oppenheimer. That could also be just from like my bias of like knowing the story of Robert Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
knowing the book, and then just loving Cillian Murphy. I mean, that movie's another masterclass of filmmaking. I don't know. I don't know. It's nothing like there was scenes that I would be like Brendan Fraser. I think was miscast drastically in this movie,
He really was not.
and then there was like a couple times where I think the score didn't match what the scene was. Like just sometimes it felt too lighthearted of music.
Yeah,
To
I did
what
think
the dialogue was.
I think the music was the weakest part of this because they tried to do like Native American type music
And that was
sometimes,
cool.
and
I like that with
yeah,
the
it was neat.
drums.
But there was no piece in this that stuck out. Like
Yeah. It's not like Doom where
yeah,
uh Arrival of Arrakis, is that what it's called? No, Arrival of Dream or something. Then there's
some
Arrakis, which you love with the bagpipes. Or like it's
no,
not
Maracus.
Mountains, which is for
Yeah.
those who don't know, it's the scene from Interstellar where they're going to the space station. Like there's always movies like this normally you have that score that just sticks out. Like Batman, I know this is calling back to another movie already. Batman Giacchino's Batman theme is iconic to me already. Like if I hear just like the dun dun dun, like I know exactly what movie it is. Excuse me, I have like a head cold going right now. But
Making you burp.
well, no, I burp, but like I'd say my sinuses are like,
Yeah.
ugh. Dude, this was like this time last year. I got that head cold for like 8 episodes. No, I have nothing against this movie. There's just like little things that keep it from being what are Scorsese's best qualities. And I think his movies are better when he kind of has fun with it. And this one wasn't a fun movie.
Yeah.
As much as great story, like it's an important movie. I think this is not Scorsese's best work. Like I think when he does Goodfellas, that dude's in a league of his own. Taxi Driver, like all these kind of movies, I think just work for him. While I think, what are some of his latest movies? I don't love Wolf of Wall Street. I don't love Irishman, and I don't love this. So I think that's just maybe it's just the new kind of Scorsese I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, he's kind of moving away from like the old Hollywood, like when you shoot a gun, it's a big bang and there's a flash and the blood squirts out. It's more just you shoot a gun, it's a little pop and they fall
But I
over.
love that
like,
though. That's what I don't get because I do
Yeah.
think the way he did violence in this
Mhm.
is perfect way of doing.
But
it.
I think the difference is that like the violence in this is much more muted and not like entertaining. Whereas in like
Yeah.
Taxi Driver or something, it's
Yo,
like
it is.
balls to the wall, just bang, 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 like it's more entertaining to
That
watch.
scene's so goofy in Taxi Driver. I just saw a clip from that. I was like, that scene looks horrible. No, I don't know. Maybe I do like this movie. Maybe I just feel so depressed by it.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't.
no, it's not a happy one.
But we do this every episode. I want to talk about what critics are saying about it so far. And on IMDb, it has an 8.2 out of 10, and on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 92, with the critic consensus being if my film will load, and an audience score of 85. Enormous in runtime, theme, and achievement. Killers of the Flower Moon is sobering appraisal of America's relationship with indigenous people and yet another artistic something for Martin Scorsese and his collaborators. I have no idea what that word is. I'm not going to attempt to say it. Zenith, I think it's Zenith. I don't want to say it and say it wrong. But yeah, so I'm probably more in agreement with the audience. And I think you're probably more agreeing with the critics. 94 area.
Yeah, what was it? Rotten Tomatoes?
I'm probably sitting with the audience. It's like
No, I'm
science.
curious. Science? What?
Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. Zenith? Look up this word.
Okay, so you don't know right off the top of your head either.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Look it up. The time at which something is most powerful or successful, or the point in the sky or celestial sphere. All right,
I don't think it's that one.
that one's not it. Okay, as a noun, it's just highest point.
The sun's
So,
moving now. So now I'm getting
indigenous peoples and yet another artistic high point for Martin Scorsese and his collaborators. That's what it means.
What does the Irishman have on Rotten Tomatoes?
Um,
I do want to say my favorite part of this movie are the performances. Oh my god, this shadow that I'm getting now is horrible. I don't really care.
Irishman has a 95 critic, 86 audience. And me and you were both in agreement on that.
Why?
Yeah. I think this was better than The Irishman.
Yeah.
definitely. Because me and you
I
are
think
both
The
in
Irishman is
agreement.
not a great movie. It's not even a very good movie. I think it's a good
It's good, but it's not.
cast an Italian to play an Irish dude right off the bat.
I think he's half.
Is he?
Pretty sure.
I think it's just his name doesn't scream Irish, and
It
his
really
look
doesn't.
does not
But
scream Irish.
well, they gave him those baby blue eyes, so
They looked horrible.
crazy. He looked insane.
No, but this movie had, I think it has some of the best performances of the year. I think all three of these people, all three of De Niro, of course DiCaprio, and Lily Gladstone, I think they'll all be in the nominations.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, it's probably really realistic. My score's probably an 87, so it's still probably in my top 10.
See, I don't even know if I gave Oppenheimer a score, but
Let me go pull up my Oppenheimer.
if I do, I don't remember it. But I'm just going to go off and give this one a 91. Sounds good to me. I mean, I really loved it. I think it was beautiful to look at. It's one of those movies where like every frame's a painting. Like every frame you look at is like, damn, that's a pretty shot. All the performances were good. What else is there? I did like how there's more or less, like the more that I thought about it, there's kind of two inciting incidents in this movie. And it's where, maybe not inciting incidents is the right word, but there's two like starting points to it. There's when DiCaprio gets there and he gets like, he's talking to his uncle and he's like, you should marry one of these though, you'll get money, whatever. And there's that whole story.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really cut in half, but then the half point to me, I don't know if it's the genuine half point or just in my opinion, but when Henry gets killed, the one with Melancholy in the car, when he gets killed, because that then sparks the entire rest of the story, because that's the murder that they start investigating on. So there's kind of two starting incidents where DiCaprio gets there, he marries Lily Gladstone, I forget her name already, but Molly. Yeah, Molly, thank you, Molly Brown, and then Ernest Burkhart, and then the second start is when Henry gets murdered and the true investigation starts. I just thought that was a really cool way of doing it.
Cool way of doing it.
Yeah.
And I like that he, as much as this is we've started to see like a new kind of Scorsese with his last two films now.
Mm-hmm.
I still like that he still can blend in like some moments of levity in in a movie that's so dark. Like speaking of when Henry dies, that conversation between De Niro and Leo, when he's like, it was so simple. How do you mess him up? Front of the head, front of the back, front. He's like, I swear I said it, Uncle. Yeah. I thought that whole sequence was so funny. And a scene that's very sad because the killing of Henry is one of the saddest scenes.
It is really sad.
That guy becomes very close with Henry.
Yeah, he's like, I kind of liked him, man.
Yeah. He's like, we had a lot of
I just got to do it.
That's why I think he shoots him in the back of the head because he doesn't want to see him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he forgot. I think he chose not to do it.
Yeah, I think he just kind of had like it's now or never, and I don't have the heart to do it in front. So, yeah.
Yeah, you did give Oppenheimer a score as well.
What was it?
You got him messed up my list. I was looking right at it.
79.
Give it 92.
92?
79? No. What the heck?
All right, so 92 and 91.
Yeah, so
it's close.
Good though. Pretty
but I think.
Yeah, I think 87. I think.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it on the car ride home. I think I would watch Oppenheimer again over this, but at the same time, like Oppenheimer is probably more entertaining, but this was still so goddamn good.
This is really. I say it's very good.
It's right
below great. Like
if I think it is great. I think it's
fair, though.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because I gave Oppenheimer 95.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer's still not my favorite movie. Past Lives, baby. 98.
I'm still gonna watch Past Lives.
Even 98. It's so simple. Like it is truly a simple movie.
Yeah.
Cinematography is nothing crazy. The score is nothing crazy. It's just heartbreaking. I love that movie though. I'm trying to see what other movies have I given a 90 to this year. Creator just missed out on a 90.
Still got to see The Creator.
Given 88.
Still haven't seen it.
Man, this is probably an 88 then. Because I probably like the same level I like The Creator. Again, I know people are like, what? How can you say like they're the same? I like those kind of movies more. I've always been a huge sci-fi guy, so that stuff is really interesting to me. And I thought the performances in The Creator were very good.
Yeah, he's a huge fucking nerd.
I have 5 movie tattoos. I don't think that's a surprising fact to anyone that I'm a nerd.
Not at all.
I have no Scorsese tattoos.
Yeah, I like history. I'm a real man.
You know what Shane Gillis said about that?
Dude, that's so fun. If you like history,
You have early
it's
onset
early onset
republicanism.
Republican. It's such a good joke.
We're not saying our political parties because I'm not
No,
affiliated, and we're not doing that on the podcast.
I
We're
don't
just
like
making a joke.
politics.
I don't need people being like, "Oh my God, Ryan's from."
I do not. We do not care.
Yeah, we do not care. Oh,
What else is there talking?
other '90s this year. Oh, so I forgot how high I rated Spider-Verse. What do you think I gave Spider-Verse?
96.
Exactly right. What did you give it?
92.
95.
Really?
It's your highest rated movie.
Wow.
I mean, it was a banger.
Wow, I definitely dropped that down by now, but that's pretty good.
I always feel like I have to go back and fix my scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we overrated Guardians.
What did we give
I
it?
gave it a 92. You gave it a 90. I think we overshot our.
Yeah, probably. I think like
Spider-Verse is
high
better than
80s
that.
probably for Guardians, but 90,
Yeah.
90's a little
I
aggressive.
have to fix my list a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this movie's very good. I have nothing against, like, when you, like, there's just movies that like, oh, it's really well made. It's probably one of the best movies of the year, but just I didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
But you really can't point out what it is.
Yeah, there's nothing you say.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
that's how I feel about this movie. Because the movie is, it is perfectly made.
Yeah.
But I will say, there's something about Scorsese's recent films, like going probably from Wolf of Wall Street. Some of his shots look fake. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it looks like it's CGI, but I don't know if it actually is. Like, there's like this smoothness to like the camera or something. It's a very specific thing that I always think of in his trailers. You know the shot I really like when it's panning over like the oil mills, the houses.
Yeah.
It has this like matte coloring to it, and it's a thing that I've noticed in his recent movies. I don't know what it is, and it's something I've always been like. It's a cool shot, like showing anything, but the actual houses and things look weird. I don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like a random thing.
Maybe it's just a little filter you put over it. I don't know.
Because it's the same thing in The Irishman. And I'm like, that looks a little weird.
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But
I don't know.
I believe you. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there to talk about? I mean, there's a lot to talk about in this fucking movie, but it's a 3.5-hour movie. I
have something to say.
Yeah.
Our theater needs to shut their fucking mouths.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
It was an old couple to your right next to
Yes.
you, and then there was like
An old couple and their daughter.
yeah, was it their daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Daughter was fucking old too. Yeah, but they were yapping the entire time.
Oh
Oh
my-
my God.
I wanted to say something to the guy.
Dude,
Trailer.
people next to you, every single line. It's like, what did he say?
No. Saltburn, the new Jacob Elordi and Barry Keoghan movie.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see it.
Mhm.
I like that.
They're like, that looks
He's like, that
crazy.
looks fucking stupid. And I almost got him and said, you look fucking stupid.
no,
Then
they
he
just
said, then Aquaman came on. He's like, that's going to be great. I was like, shut up. Shut up.
no, he just saw Jacob Elordi like take his shirt off, and he's like,
Gay.
get this out of
Is that what
my
he felt?
face.
That dude was like old school Republican. Like,
Yeah.
He was making comments the entire. He made a comment at one point during the movie when he was saying like, oh my God, what'd he say?
He was definitely like, they were our old fields anyways.
No, he said something like along those lines, like, oh,
Really?
what he did wasn't that. I was like, what?
It's crazy.
That's what happens when you like history. It wasn't worse than our experience during Air.
Dude,
Air was.
I almost murdered that child.
Tripped. That
I've
kid
never
going
been
down
so
the
close
set.
to going to
This
prison.
Stupid sun's like right above where I can block it.
That's funny. Yeah, no. I mean, we talked about it when we reviewed it, but there was just fucking the whole row behind us was all dickhead fucking 11-year-olds yapping the entire time. Where's Michael Jordan?
Oh my God.
Is that
And they were
Michael
like,
Jordan?
Oh my God, he's Simon. I was like, shut up.
Any
We all know.
black person would come on screen and you go, "Is that Michael Jordan?"
I know. Shut up. Oh, and I just want people to know. I just realized I said the guy was like, oh, that's gay. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying that's what the guy said because I don't need people to come at me saying I said this.
Yeah.
You said Jacob Lloyd taking his shirt off. The guy was just.
By the way,
He was razor, so I'm like.
nice.
Yeah, he was. Jacob Lloyd's a handsome fella.
I'm telling you, now that I've seen him, I mean, he doesn't look great as Elvis, but
I think he actually looks pretty good. A lot better than he looked in those set photos.
yeah, better than we thought he was going to be. I think he's going to have a big year next year. I think Saltburn is going to be
Saltburn's this
like that indie movie that puts him like on the map as like an actor, and Elvis is the perfect one to be like, oh, this guy played Elvis, and he's got the talent to do this weird fucking indie movie. He's going to have a big year next year.
I mean,
I'm saying that.
he's worked with A24 A24 now 3 different things. Euphoria, where I think he's the best part of
Is
the
he?
show.
Okay. I
Um,
just don't watch. I don't know.
the show's not that great. I think his character's really good though,
Mm.
and I just think Jacob Louis is a very talented actor.
Yeah.
Now he's doing Saltburn, A24, and then he's doing Priscilla, which is A24.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I agree with you. I think he's one of those actors. I think he's gonna have like that Austin Butler. Like he's gonna have that one role, and now all of a sudden he's just gonna show up in everything. Because what does Austin Butler have now? Dune and Bike Riders still, and Bike Riders now delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, and even in Saltburn, Barry Keoghan's one of those guys too. Hasn't really gotten to that like mainstream action.
He's about
yet.
to with the playing Joker.
Yeah,
he's about to have that main. I love that he tried to play the Riddler.
Yeah. They're like, well, we got something else.
They're like, well,
and he was like, "Bet."
He's like, that's even better. Oh, look, the sun's finally going down.
Nice.
But yeah, this movie is, I thought they really took a good approach to like being very subtle with the like poisonings and all that stuff, because that's how they were all dying. They were getting poisoned.
Yeah, and it's a bad shot to watch. I mean, it's a good shot, but like the
It's hard
first
to
killing you
watch.
see is in like the first 10 minutes, and it's just a dude just choking on the ground, just.
Oh, I forgot
dying.
about that one. I thought you meant the girl that you see, the wife. She
Oh
looks
yeah,
very pale. All of a
it's just
sudden.
like whoever 21 and through the window.
Silver,
Good
whatever.
shot. Yeah.
The dude in the white suit. Yeah, he got capped. And then I wanted to ask you this. This is something me and my dad were talking about. Do you think Leo actually loves Molly?
I
Ernest
think
actually loves Molly.
I think he does, but he says throughout the movie he loves money. And I think he did really love Molly, but he loved money more.
All right, that's
like
how I
it was
think.
just more important to him than any like. Yeah, I mean, we said it before. He was just a weak man. Like they say, he's a little dull in the beginning. He's got physically he can't really do much because of his stomach. He's just got a lot of problems, and he's a very weak man. He's very easily controlled by his uncle and his brother, and just all the people around him. He tries to. I think his uncle put him in a position of somewhat power. Because he's a lot of the times the guy saying like, okay, you need to do the killing. You need to like he's the setup man a lot. So I think giving him that little bit of power just made it go to his head and made him think that he's more powerful than he is, and he starts making money and he's just doing that. But I do think he really did love Molly.
Yeah, like I feel like he fell in love with Molly, and then it got to a point where he's like, I love you. He's like, but not as much as I love this money.
Yeah,
which sucks because I feel like if Robert De Niro's character King wasn't in this, I think they would have just been a happy couple.
King?
Like King. That's what he tells him to call him.
Oh, what was that?
Because he's king of the Osage Hills.
Oh,
so that's why
I don't remember them calling him like that at all in the movie.
King. They call him King almost the entire movie.
I don't remember that. Maybe I just blocked it out because it was stupid.
I mean, everyone calls him King. King or Uncle.
Uncle? No, Hale. Yeah, William Hale. That was his name.
Yeah, but they call him King.
I remember Hale the entire movie. I was just thinking
that's when
Hale.
they called him Hale once they got to like the courtroom stuff. They were calling him King almost the entire movie.
Oh well.
Yeah, it was Bill Hale. That's what his real name is. Right?
Yeah, William Hale.
Yeah, Bill. What? Why does Bill come from William? I always think about that. Why does Dick come from Richard?
That's the weirdest one.
Both those are weird because it's not like Bill. There's no B in William.
Yeah.
They're just like Bill.
There's no D or CK in Richard. Well, there's a C,
and
but
a C.
Oh, there's a D. Wait, what the hell am I talking about? There's
and an I. There's
no
just
K.
missing a K.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dick's a weird one too.
Dick is a really weird one.
Why'd Tommy come from Thomas? Thomas. And it was like Tommy. That's a weird name. Like, it's a weird choice.
Put the Y at the end. I don't know. It's a pretty simple nickname.
I know, but like I would have never like if no one ever brought up Tommy, I would never ever thought my name was Tommy. I would always just been called by Thomas. Or I don't even like I would never even thought about like Tom or I guess Tom I could get because it's
Tom is just short.
Tommy just confuses me a little bit. Why the MY?
I mean,
all nicknames are
how many other
weird.
names have just add Y to it? I mean,
yeah,
a lot
I
of
guess it's like just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like Madeline, Mandy. Maddie, not Mandy.
Amanda, Mandy.
Yeah. I don't know. Nicknames are a weird thing, man.
Nicknames are a weird thing. You know what else is a weird thing?
White people.
I don't fucking know. Like, all right, let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about that house that went kaboom.
Oh, that was rough,
pretty.
man.
That was pretty aggressive.
Yeah,
in a good way.
As they said, too much dynamite.
I was great when he's driving up. He's like, "Fucking too much dynamite."
Yeah.
Shit.
Like, ooh. I did hate that they showed that in the trailer. The explosion.
Yeah, that was the main thing. They do show a lot of like the big moments, the shootings, and the few There's 2 explosions in the movie. They're both in the trailer.
The fire went on for too long though. I know this is a rant. I just jumped to complete. You know when he burns his crop field.
Yeah.
That they showed the fire for too long.
That is the one thing I was thinking. So I first of all,
Great
love
shot.
that shot. I love that I love shots that are like just out of focus. You can still tell what's going on. Oh, it's so good.
It was so long.
It was super long, but it's only because, I mean, there's no way they would have seen that fire, at least from that close, like, because you see it outside their window.
Yeah.
There's no way they would have seen it from that far away, at least not like that.
Yeah.
Because their house is in town and his house is in the fields. Like,
I
he
think
lives
they
on
were
a ranch.
with him. They
were still in her house.
That was still that house?
I'm fairly sure.
Yeah. That confused me because the way that they shot it made me think that they were at the house with them.
Yeah, but the only reason that I think it was more in their heads because that was kind of, especially Molly was getting super sick. She was kind of reaching like the pinnacle of her sickness before. Yeah, she saw the owl, everything like that. So I think like she sees the owl and then she sees Ernest come in and the fires, like everything, her world around her is burning down.
Yeah.
And then that night also is when Ernest he takes the medicine himself and he gets wasted because he knows he's going to get arrested the next day. He's just getting fucked up. So his world is burning down around him. I think it was more of just a visual metaphor, but I did think it was way over the top. It went on for too long. I think because it just confused me until I thought of that. I was like, they're in their house in the town. There's no way they'd see that fire. It just
was because the shot's great. It's an amazing shot in the movie.
It looks really
good. The guy looks like a scarecrow because the way he's sitting at first, and then he eventually moves. And you're like, oh,
yeah.
No, yeah, it's a really cool shot. It's just too much. Like it's too long of looking at the shot.
Yeah, I did love when the FBI is having the meeting. There's like, oh, there's the fire. The insurance guy's like,
$30,000 insurance policy.
Like, well, you're gonna have a busy day tomorrow, Mr. Insurance Man.
Oh, Jesse Plemons.
Yeah,
dude killed it.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for supporting actor.
Yeah, the little bit he's in, he did a great job. The guy who didn't do a great job in the little bit he's in,
Brendan Fraser.
I was excited to see him. Your dad had told us he was barely in it. He was just a lawyer.
He was good in it. Like my dad was.
Yeah, I think he never felt comfortable. Every line he said, it felt like he was kind of like yelling and just trying to get it out. Like he never felt like as comfortable as everyone else in the movie. It always felt like he was just trying to get his line out.
Yeah.
He was just yelling at weird times, just weird deliveries. When he called DiCaprio, like, boy, what are you doing, boy? Like, it was just such a weird delivery. I don't know. I don't hate him as, like, the lawyer.
Think the writing was rough. I think that was just a bad written part.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know if it was his
was really
fault.
good in the first scene he's in, though.
No, yeah, when he's like, this is, he didn't talk to me. Yeah.
And that's why I got super excited. And then the rest of his scenes just didn't work.
Yeah, I think physically he looked good. He looked good in the suit, but also he was still pretty big at that point.
He filmed this prior to The Whale.
Yeah, so it was like big, imposing dude and just yelling like, he is my client. It was pretty good. But
cool scene. And then the next scene's in.
The next scene was not very good. Yeah.
Another great scene was after when, again, I guess we already know they're spoiling it. I'm just going to write spoiler review in the episode title.
Yeah, that works.
If you've made it this far, I love the sequence in the jail cell when they tell him that the one daughter died. Leo's daughter.
Yeah.
Ernest's daughter died.
That was a good scene.
What was it? Was it Coyote?
I think so. I don't know. It was the daughter. It was
the youngest. She had the whooping cough.
Yeah. Whooping.
It was sad.
It was sad.
As much as I didn't like Ernest, he's a despicable person. I did feel bad for him.
Yeah.
He wasn't as evil as Robert De Niro, though. That man's just a straight devil.
No, yeah. I mean, De Niro was not... he was one of the bad guys, but he wasn't the bad guy. Like, in this sense... Oh, no. De Niro, I meant DiCaprio. I meant DiCaprio.
Pretty bad.
No, De Niro was the main bad guy. In that classic sense of bad guy. DiCaprio was more of a henchman. Still a bad guy.
He was doing some bad stuff, though, because he beat up his own PI.
No, yeah.
Whooped that dude's ass.
Oh, it wasn't his PI. It was his wife's PI, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of it." Yeah.
And he throws... I love that shot of him throwing the money at him. Remember when he robs him?
No, he took the money and threw the wallet at him.
Oh, the wallet. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love that shot.
Because that's why I laughed, and I was like, God, this motherfucker. Just taking the money.
Shot, though. There were shots out of this movie and it wasn't de-aging, but there's still shots when you see Leo from like certain angles, and you don't see as much of his wrinkles now,
Yeah.
and he gets like that look of when he was younger again.
Really? Because I thought he looked older in this one.
He did, but there would be like certain angles they would show for like a second, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that's like
Just the
Leo.
lighting was a little softer, I guess.
And I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
Mhm.
like it's sad seeing Leo get old.
Yeah. Well, it was like Tom Cruise earlier with Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
We
remember
left
that
and we were
shot came
like,
out when he's on the.
God, he just looks old now. Yeah, he's getting up there.
He is getting. He's old. I mean, he's older than Leo.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. You see him getting old. He's got a lot more white hair. I love that dude. See what Jacob Elordi said about him?
No.
He was on Jimmy Fallon 2 nights ago now, and they were like, "Who's your first celebrity crush?" He's like, "Brad Pitt." He's like, "I saw him, and I was like, he's a beautiful man." Like, are you serious? He's like, "Oh yeah." It's like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What movie?" And he's like, "Troy."
Troy.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Fair enough, Jacob Elordi."
The best is that Brad Pitt and Eric Bana had a side bet for Troy when they were fighting.
Oh yeah, how
And it was like-
more battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
they actually hit each other.
No, it was like $5 for a like soft hit and 15 for a hard hit. I think Eric Bana said he paid him like $20 and Brad Pitt paid him like 70. He just kept hitting him.
because he said Brad Pitt was like insane. Like,
Yeah.
he was so good at it. I love that movie. My dad doesn't like it very much. I
I've never seen it. I heard it's pretty shitty.
Ooh. Oh no, it's not a great action, but like the fights.
I have seen one where he like the big guy's running at him, he jumps to the side and just pokes him.
It's like the next stab.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then he has a one-on-one fight with this guy in a helmet.
Mm.
This is like Kingdom of Heaven. I love that movie.
I want to watch the director's cut of that. 'Cause people say the director's cut is genuinely good.
Not even credited.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this. There's some
Baldwin.
great shots in that movie.
What is it, Baldwin the Fourth? Oh, I don't know.
I haven't watched it in a long time. I just know that when he
Well,
talks
it's a
about,
true story.
I won a great battle when I was a young man. And he's wearing the silk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
No, that scene's been posted like everywhere recently.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I put it on in my story.
Yeah.
I think I said one of my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite monologues.
Mhm.
It's a great scene.
Yeah.
But back to Killers of the Flower Moon. What do I want to say?
I like the ending. The ending, instead of doing like the classic
Oh,
text comes up like this happened to so and so, they do it like it's a radio show.
yeah, like a
Just-
radio broadcast.
Yeah. Like a radio, they're like doing the story of
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon, and then that motherfucker Martin Scorsese had to
Gotta be
walk
in
up
that
and get the
movie.
last line in. Like,
He gave it. His speech was nice though. I like that.
no, it was good.
I love
Yeah.
the last shot where it's the Osage
Mm-hmm.
community.
In modern day, they're just banging the drum. It was
Well,
good.
a lot of the actors are from the actual community.
Are they? I did think the chief.
He is.
It felt like he just said like, all right, just this is what happened. Go talk to your people, and he just went off because it didn't feel scripted at all. There
It
were
was a great scene.
Yeah, there were a few moments in this where I was like, there was definitely no script. Like when DiCaprio goes and tells the one guy like it's time to blow up the house,
I love that.
and he's
scene.
like, it's time now. It's time, and he walks off. He's like, all right, it's time now. He's like, it's time now.
I love that scene.
Yeah, that was good.
Anytime Leo starts yelling, you know it's about to be a banger.
I think his best scene was when Molly was refusing to take the insulin.
Oh, he
And
got
he's like,
so mad.
we got the doctors here. You're the one of 5 people in this world that gets this. He's freaking out. That was,
Bitch.
yeah.
I thought he was gonna hit her. I was like, please don't hit her.
And he's going in and out of whatever Indian language that is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I think that was the best scene.
That would be like if he gets nominated. That would be like the scene they show.
Yeah.
Like how we knew what the scene for the whale was gonna be like. I've been what?
Mm-hmm.
That scene's so good in the whale. I was so happy he won. Such a goddamn
So was
good
I.
performance.
Who did he beat out? I was trying to think of that
Austin
the other day. It was Austin
For
Butler. That's
Elvis.
who it was. I couldn't
'Cause
remember.
We were like, we would love to see Brendan Fraser win, but Austin's probably gonna win. We were
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I remember it was like between him and somebody else. I couldn't remember who it was.
Oh yeah, it was like it wasn't. It was Colin Farrell was nominated, but everyone was like,
Yeah.
it's one of those guys.
Mhm. If Colin Farrell won, and
I
I
would've
love
been
Banshees, but
furious.
I love that movie. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, just like if Barry Keoghan beat out
Oh,
Kwan,
Jesus.
Ken Hugh Kwan.
Yeah, you
God.
got it.
I'm like all of a sudden just blanking on language. Jesus, holy crap! You say it.
Forget it.
Yeah,
too.
you say it too.
No, it's
Short round.
Ke Kwan, right? Something along those lines.
I can't believe my dad still said when he came back from first seeing Everything Everywhere All at Once, he was like, that movie's an 80. I'm like, you're an idiot. He said
Yeah.
something the other day. I was
Ke
like,
Kwan. I couldn't remember the first name.
Ken Hugh Kwan.
It's not Ken. It's K. K-E.
K.
Key. Okay. Respectfully, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No.
respectfully, we don't mean this in a bad way. They yeah, this movie was great, and I like that they actually used the Osage language.
Yeah.
Because we talk about that when they don't actually use the language, it takes you out of it.
Yeah.
This
And then they
movie
only
was-
use subtitles like half the time
Yeah,
too.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
not understanding.
Like that scene we were just talking about when DiCaprio's freaking
Yeah,
out.
it's
It's not
subtitled.
subtitled. So I'd love to know like what he said. I don't know. I mean, you kind of get the gist of it.
Oh, he's mad.
just like, why?
That's what was one of the scenes. Because my dad doesn't think he actually loved Molly. I'm like, that scene is like one of the key reasons I think he loves her.
Yeah,
because
he's like,
Because at that point, he's not giving her the stuff yet, the poison. He's literally just trying to get her the medicine.
yeah, he was yelling at her like a dad, like like
just mad.
motherfucker, just take it. You're one of the luckiest people in the world to have this, and you won't take it. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah.
Damn, really was a good movie. Not great, good, very good.
I thought it was great.
Very, very good. Just like right below it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of what other Scorsese movies I like more than.
Yeah, I thought it was great, but I think
Goodfellas.
definitely. I hate to say stuff could be trimmed because like
I love long movies. Because
Yeah,
this
like-
does not feel long. I mean, it's the fire could have been trimmed down a little bit.
it's just like little like scenes held on too long, but I don't think there was
Yeah.
a scene that needed to be cut.
No,
You know what I
like,
mean?
it's not like the Batman where you could have literally cut down that whole sequence where he goes from Alfred Falcone to Alfred to Falcone.
Yeah.
That's like there could have been some trimming in that.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't have like besides the fire, I can't think of anything I would trim down.
Yeah.
Because it's such a well-made movie, and the dialogue's so good, and I mean, it's just a well-written movie. Like it's just one of those movies that you just hang on to every word.
I really do want to see it again because I think
Yeah,
The second
probably
time
don't
you
wanna
see
in
it-
theaters again.
I feel like the second time you see a really long movie, because like the first time you're watching it, you're like, oh man, I kind of gotta pee, I'm kind of thirsty, and you're kind of like, how many more scenes is this gonna be? When you're watching it a second time, you can be like, okay, I got like 3 more scenes left. Let's just enjoy this. Like you know how long it's gonna be.
Time was going by weirdly because like at one point I was like, it has to have been like 2.5. And it was like 30 minutes. I was like, okay, it's probably been an hour, and it was like 2.5 hours already. I was like, what the hell? But
Yeah.
that's a good thing though.
Mhm.
Like when
Yeah,
time
when you're-
flies when you watch a movie.
When you're sucked into a movie, you just
Yeah.
don't know how much time's going by. It's a good thing. Yeah.
I like that it's slowly becoming more acceptable to do 3-hour movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Endgame really, as much as I don't like giving credit to the MCU and all that.
Yeah.
They did make it possible to start bringing out 3-hour movies.
Yeah. I mean, Scorsese said it. He's like, if you're gonna complain about it, stop sitting down to watch football games that are 4 hours long.
Yeah, or
You know?
watch 7 episodes of an hour-long show.
Yeah.
7 hours for you. My
Yeah.
mom was like, "It's different." And we were down like,
It's the
"No,
same
it's
thing.
not.
Yeah, and that's not.
You'll go 5 episodes without pausing.
Mhm.
You're just sitting in a movie theater now for
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Because people want to say like, oh, I'll get up and use the bathroom, get something to eat in between episodes, but
You
most of
don't
the time
really
you
do
don't.
that. Yeah, most of the
Yeah.
time you watch the show through.
Mhm.
I'm not a big binge watcher.
I'm not.
If I
anymore.
do, like if I get like just attached to a show and like I'm doing it,
Mhm.
I don't get up. I just
Yeah.
continue watching it.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of when I've actually done it. I did with that '70s show. I binged like the first 3 seasons.
I remember I watched when season 3 of Stranger Things came out, and I watched it all in one day.
That's fair.
I came down for dinner and I was like, oh.
Your eyes hurt from like the blue light. You're like, what happened?
Yeah.
That was me with it was season 4 just came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I binged that.
Stranger Things is one of those shows that it's so easy to make fun of and be like, it's not that good. It's such like a kiddie kind of horror show, but then it comes out and you're like, all right, I'm gonna watch this for the next 2 days straight. Like,
See, I don't love Stranger Things. I like the most
Really?
recent season.
see,
I'm
I
not
love.
the
I think
biggest
it's really
Stranger.
good.
I love season 1 and season 4.
Yeah,
I don't love 2 and 3.
I do
I think 2 and
think.
3 are fine.
Yeah, I think 2 is pretty good. I think 3 was the weakest one, and then 4 was the best since 1. I think 1 is still the best season.
1's still my favorite season.
1's still, to me at least, the only scary season. I mean, Vecna was pretty scary since that.
4 was quite
4
scary.
was pretty good. Vecna was a pretty scary villain, but I think 1, just having that Demogorgon and not like,
knowing what it was.
yeah, you watch season 1 and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't understand this yet. But now that like we know all about the Upside Down, Demogorgons really aren't that big of a deal anymore. Like, it kind of makes that less scary.
They've gotten weaker and weaker, I feel like, every season. Like, they just kill them easier whenever they see
Yeah.
them.
Because it was season 1 was the one single
One
Demogorgon.
singular... They
Yeah.
fought off like 20 of those things.
Yeah, and then there was the dogs.
I hated Demodogs.
Yeah, I didn't love them
It
either.
was like just, let's make them smaller and more of them.
I did love the scene where they the guys go in hazmat suits and they figure out it's a trap, and you just see like the red dots go. That was sick. Season 3 was just
Big
Russians.
lobby thing.
Oh yeah, there was the blob. I forgot about that
was
thing.
Stupid.
Yeah,
And they fight with fireworks. I hate that.
Yeah, season 3 really wasn't
That's
great.
everyone in my house's favorite season.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I thought it was fun just because like the Russian stuff was kind of fun, but looking back on it, it's not very good.
It was so much better in the next season though. The Russian stuff.
Yeah, Billy's death is great though.
Billy, I love
sad.
that dude.
They brought that dude back hardcore because
Wait,
season
what's
2.
his name, the actor.
Dacker Montgomery.
Yeah,
I always forget how to
love
pronounce
him.
his first name. But yeah, you
No,
watch
it's like Dacker or something.
Yeah, you watch season 2 and he's like this asshole. He's homophobic. He's racist.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like-
I love his performance in the first season.
Oh, performance
His character's an asshole.
great. Yeah, no, he was racist, homophobic. Like he was a terrible dude. And then season 3, he just
Harrington.
he just cared about his sister so much. I'm like, this is my dude.
Yeah, I love that scene where he's like,
Brought it back.
one and only Steve Harrington. Love it. That dude's such a talented actor. I wish he would get more roles. I love him as the Red Power Ranger.
Mhm.
Banger. I liked him in Elvis. I thought his scene was because he's only in like 5 minutes of Elvis, but that 5
Not
minutes
even.
is a huge sequence in the movie. Like it's a big turning point to the movie.
Yeah, you want to talk about turning a character around? Steve Harrington.
Yeah, I hated him up until the 4th season.
Up until the
I
4th season?
did not like his character. I could care
What?
less about him.
Dude,
I was hoping
best.
he was the one that died.
No, him and Dustin
And I
together.
was watching him in
just like,
season 4. I was like, damn, I want him to die.
Yeah, because he was a bully, just like asshole in season 1, and then at the very end of the
He's
season,
the mom.
yeah, at the very end of the season, he comes back and like tries to apologize and help, and he fights him off, and then season 2 and on, he's just the mom.
Yeah, I love when
hanging
he's
with
like
Dustin.
the mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, we are so distracted this episode.
I know.
This is terrible.
People seem to like these episodes. If we stay on pace that we're at now with the 3 episodes we've done this month, we'll have our biggest month ever.
Really?
Yeah, we're on pace to have 126,000 listens this month.
Really?
Yeah,
That many people, huh?
Our highest before that's 86,000.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
That dude, I'm not gonna lie. I listen to like episodes, like clips of them from our episode. I'm like,
I don't know.
what the hell are you guys doing?
I don't know.
And it's like
I'm just
80% of them listen like all the way through.
Yeah, we just
That
talking.
20% listens to like a minute, and I mess up the intro and I'm like, nope.
Nah, fuck this guy. Fuck this
Yeah, I
white
think
boy.
it's a minute and 30 seconds you have to listen to for it to count.
Gotcha.
Everyone just listens to our intro and then shuts us off.
Yeah. Everybody here's your dumbass. Hello and welcome back to the Popcorn Podcast. Episode
Intro then.
114.
You do it then. You want to make fun of my
No,
intros?
This is your show.
Our show. It says
I didn't start
both
it.
of our names under the
I didn't
title.
start it. I got handed a contract and I'm stuck here right now. I don't know.
Episode 31, Ryan's first episode as a co-host.
Episode 1 was my first episode.
It was
And that was horrific.
horrific. And the fact that we just randomly will have like 1,000 listens in a week on it,
It is funny.
I almost deleted it.
No, you can't delete it. It's too funny.
Now, remember I texted you like a month ago. I was like, dude, we have like 1,600 listens this week on that first.
Yeah,
season.
no,
And you're
it's
like,
just
why?
it's too funny. It's just because it was just a $10 Target mic in the middle of a lawn chair, which sitting on either
in
side.
between 2 beds. Oh my god, man.
Oh well. All right, Killers of the Flower Moon. What else is there to talk about?
The sequel. I'm kidding.
I don't know.
There was no post-credit scene. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
It's like there actually was, and we
Disappointing.
just didn't know.
It'd be
I want
funny.
to see Scorsese do more. I want him to make the movie about Jesus. The Pope wants him to make, because I know he made The Last Temptation of Christ, which I actually really like. A lot of people don't, especially if you're deep into Christianity, the Catholic Church. It's very frowned upon because there's like nudity, and it's a good movie though.
Good stuff.
Fun.
Entertainment.
You remember oh my god, you remember The Golden Compass? Do you remember that movie? The blonde girl with the polar bear.
Oh. I never saw it, but I know what
Okay,
you're talking about.
You
Yeah.
remember the movie?
Yeah.
So do you remember getting the letter saying we couldn't go see it
No.
at our Catholic school I was probably in 4th grade maybe. So you would have been 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a letter saying we're not allowed to see it.
Really?
Parents can't take your kids to see this
Why?
because it goes against like so you know how we Catholics and Christians pray to Jesus?
Yeah.
Or like God. Everyone prays like the thing. Like there's one God that's like a whole commandment. It's like I'm the only God, whatever.
Yeah.
the animals are like their gods. So each person has a different thing.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
they pray to like the god of a rabbit.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it was like against our religion at the time.
We got a letter?
A letter home saying do not
I mean,
take
that's
your kids.
like
It's sacrilegious.
yeah, that's like every fantasy thing ever.
Yeah.
You look at fucking Star Wars, there's gods. Harry Potter doesn't have other gods, but there's like witchcraft and shit
Yeah.
that's against,
It's against the religion. Yeah. No, I remember getting
It's
like a
entertainment.
letter, like a written letter from Miss Carol. Shout out Miss Carol though.
Miss Carol was
Yeah.
she's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Got
Killers
that
of the
riddle.
Flower Moon, I'm late out of things to say. I feel like I gave a lot of valid points. I loved the performances. I liked Martin Scorsese's direction. There was just little tiny things, and it just wasn't to the level I wanted it to be. But it's still a very important story. I think everyone should go watch it in theaters. I think everyone needs to know this story because it's not talked about enough. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off and my final score after talking and listening to you and hearing some very valid points. No, I think I'll give it an 88. I think I'll sit right below a 90, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say 88.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like you were saying, it is an important story, and it's a very, very, it's always kind of morbid to say things that like stories like this are so terrible or interesting, but it is an interesting story.
I don't
Like
know these stories.
yeah, it's a story I think a lot of people should know about, even if you're not American. It was just it's a good story in the worst way possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I got what you mean.
Yeah.
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 Anything else?
No, I mean, watch this movie. It's worth seeing. It is long as shit, but that doesn't
feel
mean
as long as it is.
that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you can definitely. This is a movie you can take bathroom breaks and still get what's going on.
As long as I mean, if you're by yourself, don't do it. Like if you have someone to like ask just really quick, like, hey, what happened when I was gone?
Yeah.
Unless you make and pee at the speed of light.
That is, this motherfucker pees in under a minute every single time.
Like leaves,
It's
pees,
incredible.
and gets back.
Truly incredible. I mean, you have to just go, just push it
I
all
go like
out.
super sane on it. It's crazy. But yeah, moving on from our review of Killers of the Flower Moon, we are going to do our recommendation of the week. I have a very easy one that I want to do. And that's Halloween, John Carpenter's film. Top 30 greatest movies of all time, in my opinion. I adore that film. And I just think it's iconic, and it changed the genre of horror forever. And to be able to be as good as it is for a slash film and not have one drip of blood caused by a knife, it's incredible. Yeah. Halloween.
Pretty good.
You should go check it out. And it's the anniversary, 43rd anniversary.
I got signed out of Letterboxd. That sucks.
Oh, no.
'Cause I haven't been on in so long.
Love Letterboxd. Go follow me on Letterboxd, too. Go follow Ryan.
You can follow me. I always say I'm gonna post more. I never do it.
Ooh, James from Raiders of the Lost Podcast gave V for Vendetta 4.5 stars.
Nice. It's a pretty good movie.
It is a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow me. It is just Tommy Cresta. It will say host of the Popcorn Podcast. And then also make sure to follow us on Instagram, where it's Ferran_12, Tommy_Cresta, and _Popcorn_Podcast. Same thing on YouTube, and our TikTok is the Popcorn_Pod. We got hacked, if those who didn't know yet. We got hacked, and we had to make a whole new account.
Yeah, what they post on there?
Porn.
Really?
You know, like when they block it out, like the 18 plus.
Oh yeah.
That's what was on our page.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had to deactivate the account.
That's cool. That's really fun.
But yeah, follow me on Letterboxd. I try and post almost daily now on Letterboxd and try and do at least one review. I've been pretty consistent as of recently. So yeah, go check me out on Letterboxd. Yours is Ryan Ferran, right?
I don't even know. I don't even remember.
You don't know what your Letterboxd name is?
No, I don't use Letterboxd.
Surprise! I feel like that would be like the only social media I could see you using.
Yeah, because I can just do it every once in a while.
You'll do it for like 30 movies and then not do it for a while.
Yeah, I literally like once every 2 or 3 months I hop on, do the last fucking like 5 months of movies, and then I just never hop on again. But yeah,
fair enough.
I don't know. I'm just lazy with it.
You know what I'm excited for?
What's that?
Best and worst movies episode. December.
Yeah, I feel like that always. I mean, we've only done it twice now, but every year I'm like, damn, we're already here.
I love those.
Went
episodes.
by fast.
Those are still my favorite episodes of the show.
I
always think they're so much fun.
Yeah.
And we have
Definitely.
some bad stinkers this year, and we have some really good movies. So it's gonna be fun to see our list. Last year was kind of weird because I felt like we didn't have a lot of great movies, but 2 years ago we were eating great. We had Dune, and we got to talk about Halloween Ends, which was a lot.
Yeah.
Was it Ends?
Yeah, Ends was last year.
Yeah, Ends. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for that episode. We're gonna do our. I'm really excited for the Halloween episode just because I love The Conjuring and Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah. What's your? You didn't say a movie yet. Recommendation of the week.
I'm gonna go Halloween Town 2. I
Dude,
forget the title of it.
Can I
That
just
shit
say
is
something
scary.
really quick?
When they all turn into monsters at the end, at the dance,
Yeah.
that shit's scary as fuck. It's terrifying.
Can I
When the
just
dude
say,
takes his head off, like face off, and he's like, it's scary, man.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Earlier today, I was thinking about. It. I was like, oh, I'll do this as my recommendation of the week. Like, say mine. I'm like, Ryan, you should do one like horror related. No joke. Thought you were gonna say Halloween 3. Return to Halloween Town.
Halloween Town 2.
That's so
Banger.
funny because I knew you would. Because then I was like, I think I thought to myself, I was like, oh, he's got to say something scary. I was like, I've seen every scary movie he's seen, so I thought you'd be like Halloween Town.
Halloween Town 2.
That's good that I know that.
It's like somebody's revenge.
The
I don't know.
return of whatever his name is, the guy from the first one.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Remember?
I just remember the mom's hot.
Remember the
Do you remember the mom
movie?
from Halloween Town?
Yeah, she is a
Nice.
MILF. Did you ever see Twitches? Twin Witches?
Oh, I remember. Is that
Banger. The two twins with the smoke monster.
Yeah. I definitely.
Bang. That movie scared the shit out of me as a child. What else? Hocus Pocus. That movie
Hocus Pocus
is
is a banger.
so funny.
Did you watch the new one?
No.
Neither did I.
I refuse.
I don't
watch
want
them.
to.
They're making a third one.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as Sarah Jessica Parker stays in there. Oh, I might
I don't
watch
care
it.
how much work she
Might
gets
check it
done.
out.
I will forever love that woman.
No, first
you know,
Hocus Pocus is it's classic.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
And quite scary. For, like if you're a kid.
And it's also. Have you watched it recently? There's some adult jokes.
Oh,
in there.
no, there's some adult joke. Because we all know why the one person can't get possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Possessed? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then the sister's like, "Loser."
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh, was it just about fucking... This movie I was going to bring up to you. Well, whatever. I can't remember.
Is it Halloween Town 1?
No.
The giant pumpkin in the middle? Oh, you know what else is scary about Halloween Town 2? How he's like trapping on the movie theater. They watch
That's
the
the
movie.
first one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was it the first? Oh,
Yeah,
I thought that was the second one.
Shit out when he's on the stage and he starts floating in the black cape and everything.
No, it's when they go to the movie theater and they're like watching it and it like paralyzes them, makes them all gray. Do you remember that? Maybe it was
I
the
haven't
second
watched
one.
Halloween Town since like I was like 6.
Oh yeah, no, I forget who it was. He's like luring them into the movie theater, and whatever they watched like paralyzes them. They turn like all gray and shit. But it's all like the monsters, and they're all in like weird positions. Freaks me out, dude.
Yo, do you know what Shudder is?
Yeah, that like horror platform.
Yeah. So Shudder used to be a channel.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a cable channel that I loved
Mhm.
because it was always like B-level horror movies. But there's one. You talk about a movie theater, and you think of this last thing before we end this podcast. There was this one where this guy works in the movie theater as the guy who plays like the film, whatever that job's called. He and he shows like snuff films, but the snuff films are him actually killing people.
Oh.
And the people are like, I've seen that girl before, like walking around. I didn't know she was an actress. And it's the dude like stabbing her like 20 times. It was one of the most gruesome movies I've ever seen. I was probably like 12.
She's called.
I don't remember.
You gotta find this.
It was so disturbing. And then what was the other one I watched? Oh, then there was this zombie movie where these friends go like to a cabin in the winter and Nazi zombies attack them.
I have heard of that one. I forget what it's called.
It's the only time I've ever seen a chubby guy get with like the hot blonde girl. And I was like, yeah. And it's in a porta potty.
Oh
It
man.
sticks in my head. It's like a vivid core memory of mine is watching these movies when I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited because Halloween marathon's going to start soon. Just on repeat until Halloween, through Halloween night. So yeah. Yeah. So
Are we doing anything for Halloween? I have no plans yet.
I know I talked to Ian about watching Halloween.
Because my one teacher already said class was canceled. Because she brought it up. She's like,
Yeah, I don't have class on Halloween.
she's like, do you guys want me to cancel class? I looked at the one girl.
Really?
We looked at each other. I just went. She was like, all right, fair enough.
Wait, is this that girl?
No.
Where's that girl? The girl you always wanted to talk that you wanted to talk to.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh my god. You whatever.
Oh, no, I said one girl was cute. No, it was a different class.
Oh, where's that girl? Have you talked to her yet? too scared.
I think she left. I haven't seen her like at all. I don't even know.
No. She got caught by Michael Myers.
She may have. I don't know.
Or she got caught by the Poughkeepsie killer.
That's way worse.
That is so much worse
So
than
much
Michael
worse.
Myers. I will take
Jesus.
fighting Michael Myers 100 times.
It's fucked up, man.
Don't watch that movie, everyone. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I did a review on the Poughkeepsie tapes. Do not watch it. It's not good. It's just disturbing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. And thank you for tuning into every other episode that we've done on the show. The next episode we will be doing... it'll be the Conjuring review. The Conjuring Universe rankings for Halloween, our Halloween special episode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to keep liking, subscribing, sharing the podcast. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and everything else I've already talked about. And I hate that I have to get so close to the camera and say goodbye. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Ryan, what do you want to add before we get going?
Thank you for
stop
listening.
Before.
It is funny. You just gotta... Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
See
yeah,
ya.
thank you guys. It's such a goofy ending.